Hello, I'm Max Balegde.
Hello, Max Balegde. I'm George, and I'm also here. And this is the Useless Hotline. Because TikTok wasn't actually working out for us, we decided to set up this. It's our own little business, don't you know?
Yes, we did, and the Useless Hotline is a place where we help you with your queries, no matter how weird, disgusting, or embarrassing they are, except from the fact that most of the time nowadays we actually just Skype each other and talk about dancing, talk about me probably being ill again, and whatever else I'm getting up to.
Yeah, no, I'm quite disappointed. I'm in a hotel room and you're not here to join me and give me snuggles.
Uh, Well, usually you always request that as part of any booking, I am there, legs akimbo,
Yeah,
um, just waiting. Usually people get the towels, don't they, that like people kind of make into a
yeah.
swan, but you actually request that I am origamied into a swan.
Except, yeah, they try and make you out of a towel, except they actually have to get like a full-on duvet. They get a second duvet and they they fold that up.
Before I went into I'm a Celeb, they used to use a mattress, an actual mattress, and fold that. So at least I've gone up in the world.
I
uh,
when you said you make requests when you go into your hotel room, that reminded me of the days that I don't know if you knew about me back then. Every time I traveled to London or did anything for an event, I'd always in the special requests ask that they hide some fruit in my hotel room.
yes, no, I did know this because you did it with me once.
Yeah,
We went to a hotel room, and like, oh my God, you were visiting London, and it was before you lived in London. You were visiting, and we were going to an event together, and you were like, "Oh, just come to my hotel. Like, I'm just going to check in a hotel beforehand." I was like, "Right, okay, I'll come." Like, you came from the train station, we went to your hotel, and then I was like, "Oh, we'll order some pizza," and then you were like, "Yeah, just one sec. I just need to go upstairs because they've hidden something in my hotel room." And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about right now?" And you were like, "Yeah, they've like hidden like a lemon or an apple or something in my hotel room. I've just got to go find it and film a video." I was like, "Are you like what is happening?"
I
It's
used to.
so confusing.
Do you remember? So yeah, they. I think only once did they actually hide fruit in my room. I asked every time, but then I once asked when I went to Edinburgh Fringe with TikTok if they could hide it, and they hid a clementine in the kettle. I think it was,
Ah,
and
that's
I
good.
was,
That's good.
but every time I tried to find a piece of fruit, I was like, what if they have hidden it, but I just didn't try and find, I didn't like look hard enough? And then it could have just been a case of some poor sod turning up like 3 months later, just a really moldy apple under their pillow or something. Um, but
Oh.
do you remember? I don't know. Sorry, this is literally just all stuff about me. Um, do you remember? I did I, for in exchange for getting um a night's sleep at a Citizen M. I had to post a TikTok. And I had like a full on just like beef with Citizen M. They just started filling my room with random shit. Do you remember seeing the video of my shower, like the bathroom bit, the little pod
Was it like
that's in the
full of
Citizen M?
balloons or
Yeah,
something?
full of balloons to the
Yeah.
roof.
Yeah. I do remember that. What the hell?
And then there was another time where they filled my room with like plushy toys, but um and then stuck famous people all over my room. They stuck
What?
photos of like famous women, and I think I what I deduced was that obviously at the time I was playing on the whole I'm so single and lonely and
Mm.
grr. So they went, oh, we'll just fill his room with
Mm.
like stuffed
And
teddies and
gay.
pictures of women. No, not gay, grr.
You just said I'm so single and lonely and gay.
No, and grr and gay.
Oh, that's so funny.
I used to play up to that whole
Yeah.
gay bit that I was doing.
That's actually an iconic time. Do you not look back on those times and think like, what a pure time in our lives where we were just having so
Yeah.
much fun with social media, and
Now
Like
we hate
the
it.
concept of something being gifted. No, but now the concept of something being gifted back then, I would literally like oh my God, I once did a full TikTok for a
Mm.
round of drinks and a slug of lettuce. And I thought it was the best thing
But
ever. It was like me and four of my friends, and they came up and they were like, if you do a TikTok about this slug and lettuce, then we'll give you a round of drinks. And bear in mind, I had no idea how much I could charge for content like that. I had like over 1 million followers. And I was just like, a round of drinks? Are you taking the piss? Hell yes, I'll do it. And the video got like 200,000 likes for this one
it's
random slug
that's
and lettuce.
they're the most authentic videos though. Like looking like
Yeah.
I'd probably go back and cringe at the moment. I'd probably sound way more Bristolian than I do now.
Oh my God, I
But
sound more northern. I sound like I've had a lobotomy.
but I like just thinking back on it, just we'd all go just to we'd just message each other, just, oh, are you going to this? Have you been invited to this event? And it would
Hmm.
be the weirdest event in the world. Just pushing like a product that probably has now been discontinued, and
Yeah.
all of us would be like, yeah, fuck it, free bar. We'd go and just get absolutely drunk off our tits. And over the next few days, you'd see like 7 different iterations of the same vlog come out.
It was so iconic. I remember there was this one that was literally just like, I want to say like a bowling alley or like a roller rink or something along those lines. They're like a place where you like go and do table tennis,
There was
and they opened
a,
and
a crazy golf place that was opening that we,
yes, that's what I'm trying to, yes, yeah.
yeah.
And every single one of us were just like, oh, should we all go? And then we'd turn it into the biggest night out. Those brands must have been absolutely buzzing. They'd be like, guys, we gave these influencers 5 free drinks and they posted 7 videos of our event.
And
like,
then we'd
all
end up
getting
at the
millions of
24-hour
views.
Chinese in Soho.
Yes! Oh my God. Those are actually dark times. Like that Chinese that should not, is definitely not passing any like health
Oh,
checks
yeah.
nowadays. Like that is the dirtiest Chinese ever. Every time I go in, there's flies everywhere. Oh,
But just thinking, like, yeah, it was just the most random events, and then it would just end up at a night out in freedom, and then
so
we
iconic.
just go to the early hours of the morning, just drinking copious amounts for literally no reason. Like,
So brilliant.
if
So
anybody came
brilliant.
up like, "Oh, what you
It
celebrating?"
would be a Tuesday.
Just be like, "Oh, I don't know, like
Just being
some
together.
Channel 4 presenter has launched a new like off-brand
A
alcoholic
book.
beverage," and then we
Oh,
there's
they were such
there's
great
a new
times.
healthy crisp alternative that's just been made. So we go fucking mental.
I think it was such a perfect storm of all of us being so shocked that we were getting views on videos that were just us having fun, and the element of we were also excited to be in London because the majority of us didn't live in London. Like it was exciting
No.
for us to come down to the city and like have a really fun night out. Um, and then on top of that, yeah, we're meeting all these new people. We're getting, but I think actually, what am I even talking about? Above all, it's the free drinks. It was the fact that we could go to an event and get free drinks. That's all it took, and
Do you
every single
remember?
one of us were gagging for it.
This was at the stage where I was not making any money from TikTok, and I'd get the megabus down over from Bristol. It would be like 4 hours on the megabus. Get there, and it would be an event that is just no disrespect to them, just fucking nothing. And I'd make a full day of it because and in order to go, I'd also have to post a video about bloody Citizen M. So I'd get a 4-hour megabus. I'd get like I don't even know how did I think I got a bus to the megabus pickup point. So that's like 5 hours deep at this point. I'd then have to post a video when I get there about Citizen M, and then do a vlog of this dumb place and have to be out of the Citizen M by 10. So it'd be the weirdest turnaround.
Do you know what? Citizen M hotels, if you've never tried them, obviously they're not like luxurious in any way. Like they are very efficient in how they work, but the beds
They're
are
fucking cool, though.
brilliant.
Everything
Oh my
controlled by an
God, they are
iPad.
cool. They're really cool. Oh, I loved it. I loved it. I'd be like,
Oh
right,
yeah.
I'm setting the shower to red just to have a shower by myself.
I sleep perfectly fine as is every night. Sorry to flex, but I'd I'd see the little option on the iPad like restful sleep or whatever it fucking was, and it would stick something on the TV, and
Mm.
there'd just be sounds being played, and I was like, oh, this
Yes.
is so useful. I could finally get a good night's slumber. Like you normally do. You just turned up and oh my god, I remembered the Sports Direct Sports Day.
Oh my God, George. Oh my God. Yes. Oh my. Have we ever told this story? Oh my God. I feel like we must have told this story, but we're going to recap it anyway. So, guys, picture this: the days of the Jack Wills hype, when you might remember they did a one-off Jack Wills house. Like this must be what 2021, maybe 2022. And imagine a world where people in this house, me, GK Barry, Cat Burns was in this house as well. I met Cat Burns in this house. And then it was like a content house. Kate Elizabeth was there. There was a lot of people there. And then that one was like relatively successful. So then they did the next one in Ibiza that we've spoken about a few times. That's where
Yeah.
George was, Joe Baggs was. All of it got bigger and bigger each time. Then Sports Direct, because at the time, Jack Wills was owned, God knows where they're at now, God bless them. Jack Wills was owned by the same company that Sports Direct owns. What's the guy called that owns it?
Mike Ashley.
Mike Ashley. Yeah, the fact I had no idea who that man is, but he was such a part of my life for like 2 years. So weird. He got brought up almost daily in my household. I'd be like, yeah, well, Mike Ashley now owns Jack Wills. That's why this is happening. It's changing my life. So they were like, right, these Jack Wills houses have been a mega success. Let's do something with Sports Direct. Get all of these people that people are starting to love together. This episode is brought to you by Student Roost. What was your uni accommodation like then? Do you even remember?
Mine was good. I was a bit annoyed though because I was on the ground floor and I was just facing like the courtyard, so I just had a closed curtain all year because I didn't fancy people just seeing me with my
Ghoulies out.
little ghoulies out.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I have been on the top floor of both uni accommodations that I was in,
Oh,
and let me
sorry,
tell you,
Penthouse King.
that was honestly not much better.
Wouldn't you like to know a little something about Student Roost, Max? Let me tell you a little something about Student Roost, Max, because like me, it's genius. It's sort of accommodation that gives you, I don't know, maybe a studio, perhaps a little ensuite vibe. Tell you what it won't give you, a landlord that ghosts you. That's not going to happen. But what it will give you is some warm tootsies, because you ain't freezing over winter, boy.
Honestly, there's nothing worse than sitting alone in your room with 3 coats on, freezing. I hated that at uni. Oh my God.
And the bills are included.
Oh, purr! So no arguments over who used more heating or left the lights on again. Oh! You even get social spaces, events, and people around you when you need them. It's like a proper little community and not just a lonely place that you live in. And I feel like when you're at uni, that's what you want. Honestly, it sounds too good to be true at this point. Should we just go back to uni and move in with Student Roost?
Maybe not. That would be slightly weird. But if you want to find a room that's right for you, not you, Max, I'm talking to them, go to studentroost.co.uk to find out more. Because I tell you what, on Student Roost, it's more than just a room.
So Jack Wills were like, so the company that owned Jack Wills were like, right, okay, we've also got Sports Direct and we've got all these people that are now being associated with Jack Wills. Let's get every literal influencer from TikTok that you can possibly imagine and do a Sports Direct. How the Dragon was there? I met him and his dad. Oh my God. And didn't like Cal Freezy host it or something?
Yeah, Freezy hosted it.
Yeah, so we were all divided into teams. Guys, this must have been, I think I remember someone on the team telling me that this day alone cost like £2 million to make. Just this one day. Because they had to pay all of us, then
and Cal Freezy's rates are a mil at least anyway.
And then basically we all got split into teams. Long story short, it was this huge production with about 100 influencers. Can't even imagine how many camera people, everything on this event. We get there, we all get told strict instructions, right? 9 a.m. you've got to be at this place. I was out with George the night before. I can't remember where we were, but I just remember waking up and I was definitely hungover. I then arrive at the bus and I'm like, God, when's George gonna get here? Like, this is crazy. He's taking a while. The whole team are like, Max, have you heard anything from George? I'm like, no, I keep calling him. Like, I imagine he's just on the tube. He might just be a little bit late. He's probably on his way here. More time goes by. I'm talking 12 full minibuses are waiting for George Clarke to arrive. Guys,
Oh.
about an hour goes by. George calls me. And I'm like, oh, George is calling me. George is calling me. You just go, what the fuck's going on? What the fuck's going on? I've slept through my alarm. I don't even think I set an alarm. I've slept. I'm leaving now. I'm leaving now. I was like, oh my God. Everyone, the entire production, the whole day was delayed by minimum 2 hours, probably closer to 3, just because you were asleep.
I don't know what happened because I'm really good with alarms. So I even in my drunken states I will put an alarm on. So I think this must have been in the era of, I don't know, aux problems. Like, well, it was an aux problem. It was a really aux problem.
Ooh, aux.
Like, you know, the little dongles you have to put in your phone to maybe. I think.
Oh yeah.
I think it must have been. I don't know. I really don't know what happened.
George, you were absolutely hammered. I know what happened. You were absolutely hammered. That's the night where I have that photo of you where you're like sat in the corner of whatever shit event we were at that night, God knows. And you're like sprawled out with like 2 drinks in your hand and your eyes are like rolling to the back of your head. And you kept going to me like, yeah, I'm not even drunk. I'm not even drunk. And I was like, okay, George. And then the next day you slept through your alarm.
It wasn't going off. My alarm didn't go. Do you know what I think it was? You know, when I clicked an old alarm. I think it must have been I clicked an old alarm, and you know when it's not done to every day, it's done to like every like Wednesday or something instead. I think I must have done that. Clicked an alarm that was set to every Wednesday. It wasn't on a Wednesday, and then it just didn't go off.
Yeah, that was literally like one of the genuine highlights of my life, because at that point as well, I was like probably like still kind of getting to know you, and then you had this massive fuck up, and I loved every second. As a surprise to no one, it was a highlight in my life.
Thank you. I felt awful.
Oh,
but then I
God.
turned up and everyone acted like it wasn't even a big deal at all. And then the day
I
just like
know.
carried on. Like nobody even, it wasn't even like a thing.
It was so weird because there was like 100 people asking me, like, where is George? What's going on? We need to leave. Like, he really needs to get here now. You showed up and everyone was like, okay, guys, are we ready? Go team. Woo.
Yeah,
And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I had about 2 people ask me what happened. Genuinely.
I don't think that they told all the other minibuses that like we were waiting for specifically you. I think the rumors got passed on that someone's not here, someone's not here. And I remember at one point someone, I think it might have been like a Cole Anderson and like a Jack Joseph or something like that, came over to my bus and were like, what the fuck's going on? Like we've been waiting for hours now. And I was like, I have no idea. Not got a clue. I don't know why. Like, yeah, someone must be late. I'm
Oh.
sorry, I have no idea who.
Do you know what?
Yeah, great times.
Here's to that.
Here's to that. Cheers. What is that? Is that a bottle of wine?
It's a bottle of Prosecco.
Oh, cheers. I've got a glass of water because I'm really sick.
A lady on the train said that her this was a person who not owned the train, I was about to say owned the train, who was like working on the train, said that her son's a fan, and then gave me a piece of cardboard to sign in exchange for 2 bottles of mini Prosecco, which I said, honestly, you don't need to give the Prosecco, it's fine, I'll sign. I've got this thing that I do where I sign cardboard if it's given to me. But she was like, no. So, hey, here's to that woman.
Oh, cheers to that lass. Was she fit?
Why do you think I signed the autograph? I put my number on it as well.
I just find that whole era of my life, that era specifically, is one that I'm going to like tell to my grandkids one day and be like, ever heard of Jack Will's Kids?
But
well, back in my day.
It's so strange just looking at what we've done and where it's led us.
So bizarre. And
You've
also that
hosted
some
you've
people have
hosted red
fallen off
carpet
the.
events. You've been
And
you
you would never think that based off of who I was then.
you that happened. You've hosted red carpet events. I'm currently dancing on Strictly, and it's all thanks to the fact that we'd turn up to random like events. Any event could message. There was a period of time where I didn't say no to events.
Yeah, same. Buzzing, free drinks, sound. It could start at 3 p.m. I'd love it. Oh my God, here we are at the Jack Wills.
Oh my
Oh
god, I
my
forgot about
God.
your own
George, I didn't
collection.
edit. There was a period of time where my face was in every Jack Wills store around the UK. Who made that decision?
Oh,
Who thought that was a great idea? Who thought that was
thank
going to
God we
push
stopped
product?
saying.
I have no idea, but
Thank God we stopped accepting free drinks, eh?
we've come so far. Oh, what a time. What a time. The weirdest part is I had a dream, not last night, the night before, and it was
Oh,
so
mine.
vivid because I've been taking melatonin to help me sleep. I had a dream that I was with myself from my last year in college. So I was
Most
18. And I
narcissistic
was
dream
telling.
ever. I had the best dream ever last night. I was in a room full of me.
And I was getting off with myself. No, and I was with all my family, and they were about to take me to Bristol to go to uni, and I was just there, and they were like, "Oh my God, who are you?" And I was like, "I'm Max from the future. Like, I need to tell you how things go. Like, I need to let you know what's going to
You
happen."
Christmas
And
caroling
they were
yourself.
there, and yes. And I was like, guys, like, so I was like, you're gonna go to Bristol, you're not really gonna like it, but then gonna go to Newcastle, blah blah blah, whatever. And I was like, and then there's this app called TikTok, it's gonna change your life, you're gonna post on it. And then they interrupted me. I remember specifically in the dream, my mum interrupted me, and she was like, "Why do you have a beard?" And I was like, "Oh, I grew that when I was in the jungle." On I was, and whilst I was saying it, all my family are just literally looking at me, going, "You are so full of shit. Like, what are you talking about?"
It's so funny that you in your head wrote your mum a line to ask you about your beard. Is it so funny? That's how brains work. Clearly, in
It's
your brain
so
somewhere,
weird. Like,
you were like, "Oh, but if I were to see my past self, they'd clearly ask about my beard."
and also the fact that I tell them all of these things about me, and none of them believed me, and they're all laughing at me, calling me a liar, telling me to shut up. And I'm just like begging them to believe me, but none of them do. That probably speaks to like deep psychological trauma, because that's crazy.
Were you
Right,
gay at this
okay.
point?
Let's
Well, you were gay, but had you
I
come out
was
at this
gay. I
point?
was gay at this point. Yes, yeah. So I didn't have to tell myself that, luckily. Oh my God, what is this? Max
Our
Balegde
favourite.
repping Jack Wills down under.
How did
Oh
they know what you
my
were wearing as
God.
your bockies?
Look at them tits. Why are my tits on show in that pic?
Why were you
Jeez, they could have picked her.
jaywalking? Oh
Oh,
God,
there's George. Oh my God, look at us all there. This is a wild oh my God, Joel's hair. Jeez, that's
Joe's
crazy.
hair.
Grace's hair. Grace's hair. Oh my God. Thank God. Every time I see Grace, I'm like, you literally look incredible. The fact that she used to like just show up to these events drunk out of her mind with like with like concealer like up her cheek, and I would be like, you look fucking brilliant, love. And now I look at her, I'm like, you're literally a supermodel. How on earth did any of us think that we looked good in that time? It's crazy. Oh, what a time to be alive. Sorry. Oh gosh.
What a
Right, let's try
strange little
to
world.
put this episode back on the tracks. Before we go anywhere, to explain, George is shooting something for Strictly in Bristol, I believe.
I'm in Bath, actually.
Oh,
So I shan't
thank
pan
God.
down. Because being nude and such.
Hey. And I'm at home sick as a dog. I feel so ill. I think I've got COVID, which is so boring to talk about. Like, shut up. Who cares? So
Yeah,
I'm not even going to
COVID's
go into
boring
any
these
more
days.
detail.
Who,
In it. So
do you know what?
2000 and late.
Do you know how I know if you're unique? If you still
How?
test for COVID.
I've not tested for it. I actually refuse to, but I've had an 8-day cold, which makes me
That
think that I have
By
got
the way,
COVID,
before the
which is just
comments
annoying.
get on it, that doesn't go for people in hospitals and in medical professions. You know, just
Yeah, come on, guys.
if you're
Oh.
off to work your shift at Sainsbury's and you're doing COVID tests. Actually, to be fair, that gets you out of a shift quite easily.
But yeah, so we are obviously not together. However, we do have great news because we announced our Australian tour. Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
mate. Yeah.
Max is gonna rep Jack Wills down under once again.
Yes, I am, baby. Shall we just do the whole tour in Jack Will's clothes?
Oh my god, that would have. Oh, that would be good. That if we
That
go back to the
that would
first
break the
episode of the
internet.
podcast, we probably were just in Jack Will's clothes for the majority of it.
100%. I was in Jack Wills and Alessi clothes because they were the two companies that would gift me all the time.
You took me to we went to Winter Wonderland with Alessi. Elise?
Yes.
Say Aless.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Yeah, we did. Oh, we used to do such fun things, and now we just exist.
Yeah, and now we just host red carpets and go on TV and stuff. What happened to us?
I know. Oh God, we got too good at our jobs. But yeah, so the Australian tour tickets are out at the time of this podcast going live, I believe, or they're going out
15
on
minutes.
Friday or whatever. Yeah, they're probably out now if you're listening to it, and if they're not, go to our Instagram.
As we speak, isn't it 15 minutes away?
That's the Patreon pre-sale.
Oh yeah,
so
if you
the
ain't on Patreon,
general
get
on
on
sale,
it,
I believe, is this
I'm gonna tell you
Friday.
something. The benefits
So
on Patreon right now are going
depending on the fact we know no information. So basically, also to our Patreon members, as you saw in the message that I put in the chat like a week ago, I want to say, because
about a
we
week
are
ago.
absolutely all over the bloody place at the minute. Our Patreon content has slipped slightly. Please don't hate us. Please don't hate us. You were all really nice about it in the chat, and we understand.
Yeah, it's not called Patreon, is it? You bastards. Sorry, you're
Many
really
of you
lovely.
said
We
that
do
you're
love
okay
you.
with it because you're getting so many benefits at the minute with the ticket sales and everything like that. Like you're able to get early access. And we appreciate that you understand that obviously George's schedule is fucking mental at the minute. It doesn't help that mine is crazy at the minute as well. And we can't even be in the same room as each other to give you that extra content. But the second that we can, just know that we will be doing. And I'm very active in the group chat still. So yeah, there's that too. So if you want to message me, then please do, because I like to message you all. Well, that's the Patreon stuff sorted. But yeah, general on sale for Australia is either out at the time that you are listening to this, or it's about to be out. So either way, go to our social media. We cannot wait to see you there. We're very excited.
I've never gone down under before.
Innit? I know. You were actually
No
supposed
jokes,
to.
Max. Yeah, I was. I was meant to. Oh, I don't know if I've even said. Oh, I have said this because I literally said I'm doing the Australia Marathon, and then I didn't do it. Yeah. But I am doing another marathon. Yeah. Pretty much training for it as soon as if I go all the way on Strictly, pretty much training regime starts the day after.
Oh, that sounds like hell.
We training for marathons up in this beer.
Damn. Yeah. So, little known useless hotline lore fact: we were supposed to do an Australian tour in September. We had all the planning, all the routing for it done, and it was going to perfectly align with George running the Australian Marathon. Is that what it's called? The Australian Marathon?
Yes, the Sydney Marathon. Some call it the Australian Marathon. Some call it the Marathon d'Oceania. Some say me going down under, me wanna do the marathon. Just
that's nice.
Hey, different horses, different courses. What's the thing?
Different strokes for different folks.
Oh.
That's right, baby. Yeah, so it was supposed to be in September, then George got on Strictly, and then obviously that's pushed everything back. But we hope that you can join us in April. It'll just be becoming summer over there, I think. So it'll be nice, fun
it's
vibes.
going to be April. Is April summer?
I think so, yeah.
Holy frinkballs.
It's like spring, summer.
Oh, we're going to be getting all kinds of tanned.
Oh, wait. No, it's not. It's not. It's like autumn.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like autumn.
Christmas
Wait.
is summer, is it? What's going on?
Oh, I'm confused.
Can we fact
Oh, I
check
don't know.
this?
I think it might be autumn. I think it might be their autumn. Yeah, brilliant. Oh,
Oh, it
well.
ain't gonna be a
Everyone loves a
mid-autumn.
mid-autumn
Let me tell
bash.
you something for a fact. It ain't gonna be a mid-autumn because your asses are gonna get all sorts of podcasters up in your air. And what the fuck? We're gonna be there.
Yes, we are. So get your tickets now whilst they last. Our
Well,
UK
stocks
tour is
last.
basically sold out. So catch up, Aussies.
Yeah,
What
and
else?
if
What
you're
else?
from
What
the UK
else?
and you
What have
didn't
you been
get a
up to,
ticket,
George?
just fly to Australia and see us
Suck
in
your mum.
April,
Great plan,
and
actually.
then
That's actually
suck
a
your
really
mum.
good plan.
If you're going down under,
Or what would be really
you
funny
can either
is
suck your
if
mum or
one
go
of
down
you.
under.
What would be really funny is even if you are just in the UK, just buy a ticket even if you can't go. Because
Yeah,
then we get money.
facts. We can still get a sold out tour. Just don't go.
Yeah. That's
That would
actually
be
so
so
true.
funny doing
Sold
a
out
sold out
means.
tour and then just having no one in the audience. We could just go home. We wouldn't even have to hug little weirdos for our meet and greet.
God. How was George? You did so well on Strictly this week.
Thank you. I tried.
Big up yourself. Big up
Not, I
yourself.
was
You were
made it sound
back in
like
your
that was the
natural
first week I
habitat.
tried. Yeah, no, it was really good fun actually. I think what changed was I smiled. I don't know. I believed in myself a little. I've focused on the
Mm,
performance and just trusted that my steps were going in the right place, which Shirley thought
yes.
they did. Thanks, Shells.
Oh. Oh, bless. No, I think you looked a lot more comfortable in a ballroom setting. I think
Mm.
that's fairly clear that that's where your. I don't even know if it's where your strengths lie because I feel like you are good at the other ones. I just feel like you have more confidence in the ballroom ones.
I think what it is so far the ballroom ones have made sense in terms of coffee. Have made sense in terms of the frame is fairly constant between them all. The steps make sense between them all. Whereas the Latin ones, they seem a very different vibe. Like the fact that the Paso, the Jive, and the Cha-Cha are all in the Latin group and just feel like completely different things compared to
I've always said that.
the tango, the Viennese waltz, and my American smooth foxtrot at the start. That's like quite strange. But yeah, I feel like that's why it came a bit more. It felt like it came a bit more naturally. I don't know, but it was just fun. It's really fun doing a dance, and like when I was doing it, I felt like when I was smiling, I and sort of go around and sort of did like a little slow dancey bit with Alexis at the end. Like the whole time through it, I was just sort of like not overly thinking about the steps and just enjoying it. And then it was just like it was just so sick. It's just such a cool
Oh,
feeling,
that's
just
so lovely.
gliding around the floor and just spinning around, and it's be like, "I'm dancing, mum, I'm dancing," and just being able to
That is
enjoy it
so
as opposed to being
interesting.
like shit, 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 shit,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I imagine that's. I've always thought that though when I see dancers because I'm like, it must take so much work and annoyance and frustration to get to the point where you are actually enjoying it because you have to learn it, mess it up, get it wrong, be annoyed at yourself,
Oh
learn it
yeah,
again in order to even get to the point where your brain is doing it secondhand and you're actually enjoying the experience.
yeah. No, it's I don't know. It's just really good fun. And that's why I'm enjoying it. We're through to the next week. We've got a rumba
Woo!
this week,
Rumba, rumba,
which is
rumba.
challenging, but it's good fun. And it's to Somewhere Only We Know, which is a song that means a lot to me and my family.
Oh, I
So
know. I
I'm
remember you
just
saying.
yeah. So I'm just very glad that we've got the opportunity to do that. And yeah, I'm trying really hard this week amongst sort of like moving around all the how busy it is, sort of trying really hard when we can to sort of get it right because Alexis is well obviously we're going through the choreography that Alexis has made and
Hmm.
it's just she's like smashed it out of the park again and I just want to do that
Slay.
justice because
Snaps.
then hopefully the dance will just be really like nice.
Oh, I'm sure it will. I'm sure it will. And do you almost feel a little bit like this is your couple's choice in a way? Do you know what I
Um,
mean?
well, yeah, I think this is what if we had full control. I think this would be the. I mean, from the start they said, like they say basically, have you got like a playlist of songs that you want to send us so we can get an idea as to what songs you listen to, what your vibe is, and I said the only things that I will send you are Arthur Hill and Summer Only We Know. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the only request from me that I would actively
And
care
of
about.
course, the entire soundtrack to K-pop Demon Hunters.
That, and then also, how does a blind girl know what's in a jar? I asked for that.
I hear actually that is the most highly requested song of all
But
contestants.
it's
So
just
I don't know
overdone.
why. I think
It's
they're waiting.
overdone's
It
the
is
problem.
overdone. It is overdone in the dance world. It is, to be fair. Like there's been so many winning routines to it. I just feel like they're waiting for me to come on and do it live.
Yeah.
And that'll be the week that they actually do it. Because, like we spoke about how talented that band are, yada yada. Realistically, for a song of that caliber, you need the actual artist to be there to perform it.
It's a difficult song. But yeah, so those are the two things that I said: Arthur Hill and Summer Only We Know. And yeah, I managed to get. Did you see last week's VT? Did you hear it had Hey Arthur in it?
Yes. Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
we filmed the VT, and I was like going to bed on like the Wednesday or Thursday or whatever it was, and I just like sprung up in bed. You know when you have like an idea for a video, or like something just gets in your mind, maybe you just want to fucking, I don't know, clean your whole room, just randomly just pop up. You're like, I need to do this. I just messaged one of the producers, and I was like, hey, Arthur's in the VT. All my friends are in the VT. Now would be a bit as good a time as any to, failing being able to dance to an Arthur song, because hey, that's all up in the air. I don't know. I've got no control over that.
Mm-hmm.
This is my one time to be like, can we just get like the instrumental or just like the start of one in the background of the
Yeah.
VT? It makes sense. And they were like, hey, we'll see what
Mm-hmm.
we can do. So I just got Arthur's manager's number, just sent everything that I could over. And then it seemed fairly doable, apparently, because, yeah, Hey
Yeah.
Arthur was in it, and that was quite nice. Apart
That's
from the fact
so cool.
they misspelt his name.
I know, I swear, Arthur. Arthur.
Arthur TV and Arthur Hill.
Arthur. Sounds like if a baby was trying to say Arthur.
And
Oh,
then
that's amazing.
obviously Batch Wolf ran on primetime television 3 times.
So brilliant. I
In
mean, as you should, really.
Of course, incredible. But yeah, I feel like that last week as a whole, I was like, damn, I'm happy. That's very good and happy, and I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, good. No, it's super cool. It is so cool. And yeah, I
Oh,
feel like they all really enjoyed it as well.
yeah, I just realized I was saying, Somewhere Only We Know is one of the only songs that I asked for. So, yeah, we're trying to do a more, not sexy rumba, because a lot of rumbas are very sexy, and sort of that doesn't really fit the vibe of, hey mum, check this out, this is for you, and then just sort of slut
Mm-hmm.
drop. So it's more like a nice contemporary, like happy sort of. The roles are basically like we're sort of siblings, I guess, and sort of
Mm-hmm.
lifting each other up in
Oh, that's
struggling
lovely.
times, in somewhere that only we know.
Oh, so it's kind of, as obviously the song means a lot to your family because of your granddad and his funeral and everything, but it's kind of in a way like an ode to your sister.
It's just sort of just a song that means a lot to just like my whole family, just because, yeah, I think it originated from my sister singing it at my granddad's funeral, but it also just stems just through like since then. My mum's had a whole lot happen to her,
Mm-hmm.
and she, I feel like, really enjoys listening to that song. So I kind of
Mm-hmm.
associate it with her, and just when you listen to it, it's just, I don't know, it's just nice to think of it as
Oh,
being
that's
like
so
our
beautiful.
song. I don't, yeah, it's just, I feel
Yeah.
like it's,
And
as
do you know
much as
what's
it
so
is still like
lovely?
a
That
memory
you'll
of
always
him.
get to look back on this.
Yeah. No,
Sorry, you
yeah.
cut out
No,
then.
yeah. So as much as it is like a memory of, for him, it's also just like
Mm-hmm.
a nice sort of thing that keeps everybody else together, which I think is a nice little message.
That is so lovely, and the performance that you have, I find so lovely is that you will always have that footage. Like you'll always
Yeah.
have whatever happens this weekend to look back on, like to watch for years, and years. So that is just so lovely that like you're kind of giving that gift to your family.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was like. I kind of want to take the opportunity to be able to do that. Because I mean, I in my life have never done performance.
What?
I can, I can, I can sort of try and raise money all I can with doing just dumb shit, or I can like, but I feel like that's such like a special thing to be able to do, and I feel like it's quite a unique experience, and it's a nice one to be able to. And also, above everything else, because it's got the tie to my mum, I think in the VT I'll have an opportunity to sort of raise a little bit of awareness of encephalitis and stuff as well. So that's like a nice
Yeah.
sort of extra thing that I can have, because that's like a slot on primetime TV, just being like, encephalitis is a thing. It doesn't get spoken about a lot.
Yeah, no, that's really lovely. And I hope that you get a chance to speak about that in the VT. Hopefully, fingers crossed, you will be able to.
Fingers
Because, yeah, it's
crossed.
such an important message and very much looking forward to it, George. Well done.
Thank you, Max. Thank
Yeah.
you. I'm hoping it goes
Um,
well.
I'm sure it
How's your
will. I'm
week been?
sure it will.
You
We've
went
got all the.
to you went to the Wicked Prem. Was it Wicked?
I did. That was. And I don't want to sound like. I know people are going to be like, oh my God, what a spoiled brat. Like, that was what, like, the most anxiety ridden event I've ever been to in my entire life. Like it was actually as far as the film itself was incredible, the premiere was
Mm.
horrible. Like actually horrible. It
As
was
in, why?
so like going into it, we went to the entrance where you get your photo taken because that's what we got told to in all our like invitation, correspondence, everything.
Yeah.
And we got there and they were just like, no, you're not here. You're not supposed to be here. You need a chaperone with you. And I was like, okay, like I've never done this before where like I need a chaperone, but that's fine. Like we'll go and try to find a chaperone. And it was so busy that like all the roads around it were filled with people. We then had to leave what we'd like struggled to get to, worm
Yeah.
our way through all of these people. I was like panicking big time. Like you have to remember, everyone's there in like raincoats. It's raining. I'm there in a
Was it
suit.
raining?
Maisie's with me in a dress. It was on and off rain. Yeah.
Disgusting.
Andrew was there. They could all see how like panicky I was getting because we'd just been rejected from the entrance and we knew that we were supposed to be there, but we were like, what the hell do we do? It's also quite embarrassing to get rejected from an entrance in front of a crowd of people that like see you and then are like, oh, Max, hey. And then they watch you get rejected and you're like, oh, okay, cool. So I'm like trying to control myself because I also don't want to look angry or like stressed in my face because then people will film me
Yeah.
and then I look crazy and whatever. So I'm like trying to smile, just like, okay, walk through to the other entrance, explain to them what happened. We managed to get there after about 10 minutes of getting through the crowds. Then they said, no, what are you talking about? Like, you're supposed to be over there. You don't need anybody, blah, blah, blah. And at that point, I'm like, right, just get me in. I just want to get inside. Like, and then
I've
the
heard that
staff
before.
working the the staff working it inside were literally like yelling at us, move now, no photos, no photos, move, come on, hurry up, hurry up. I'm like, oh my God, like
They
it
sound
was literally
wicked.
like we were well, it was like we were like animals like being shoved through something. And I was so close to like tears and a panic attack, like because I was so overwhelmed. And then seeing all of my friends get photos and having a good time. And I was like in this
Yeah.
section being shoved along and like panicking. And it was Maisie's first premiere. She'd never been. So I was so excited that Andrew got to bring her as his plus one. And then we just didn't get to like enjoy it at all. It was so, stressful. I can't even tell you. And then I spoke to loads of people. I think because it was obviously such a big movie, so many people showed up that
Yeah.
they had to control it in some way, which I understand. But there's an element of this is, to many people, like the biggest premiere of the year. This is something that people, myself included, have been looking forward to for ages. So to then be like shouted at repeatedly and given such a horrible experience, like I literally was like so upset after it because I'd been so excited about it, and to be so like
Yeah.
uncomfortable. It was just awful. But then, that being said, we got in, calmed down. The film was absolutely incredible. Like, genuinely, it was so good. I worried after watching the first one. I was like, can they live up to the hype of, everything that they've
Yeah.
created? Oh my God. I'd actually argue that it was better than the first one. It was, everyone
Oh,
said that. I looked around after it, people were sobbing.
knowing Cynthia, I know she'll absolutely love that you've said that. So
Your best
I'll
mate.
I'll let her know that you're a big fan.
It was incredible. Like, genuinely, Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande. What I love is that the musical adaptation, like the play, focuses a lot on like the love stories between the characters and the men. Whereas this primarily focused on, obviously, it also focuses on the relationship between Elphaba and Glinda, but this more so focused on the relationship between Elphaba and Glinda than the other adaptation. Oh my God! And I've also just remembered. Do you know what actually probably pulled me over the edge to having an awful time upon entry to the premiere? Actual Elphaba was there, like the TikTok
Well,
Elphaba
in the
stood
actual
outside.
premiere.
No, stood outside, like recording herself sobbing and like heckling people.
Oh,
Um, and I was so triggered. We walked past her and I was like, oh my God, as if this situation could not get worse right now. Like, what is happening in my life? I think that's actually what took me over the edge, to be honest with you.
I didn't realize Alphabet Orion's belt was still knocking around. Is she still doing stuff?
Still kicking. And the funniest thing is, George, one of the like creators of the film, I don't know whether it's one of the directors or whatever, walked by, and obviously she was in like full green witch attire, and one of the creators must have pointed at her and gone, Elphaba. And then I saw a video on TikTok of her being like, he knew my name. He knew my name. As if the entire fucking thing is not like, you are dressed as the character Elphaba at the Wicked premiere. Like, what are you talking about? Oh, at this point, she's just camp. At this point, it's like she's just doing it
I kind of
for
fucking
camp
love that, but
factor.
that's like that's really funny.
to to start sobbing about the fact that like someone who created Wicked, quote unquote, knows your name because they pointed at you dressed as the character that the film is inspired by, that you've also changed your name
That's
to.
so funny because
It's
that is
so
literally
funny.
that's like me going to a Marvel premiere after changing my name to Iron Man, going in a full Iron Man suit, and then going Iron Man, and me going, oh my God, they know my name. Oh my God,
They've
they know
seen
my
my
name.
TikToks. Oh my God, they've seen my stuff. This is crazy. They must watch Strictly. Like, this is mad. Oh, but yeah, no. And I mean, like, props to Universal UK for putting on that premiere, because I imagine it must have been crazy. And I'm not, like, obviously annoyed at anyone involved in it. It was just such a, like, I've never had such a hectic experience before. I think it was just quite, like, rattling for me personally. I think it was a series of unfortunate events.
Oh,
But
good,
yeah, the film was
good
amazing.
film. Did you watch the series
Great
as
film.
well?
The series?
Yeah, there was a series with Neil Patrick Harris. It was a
A Wicked
Netflix one.
series?
Oh no.
Really? I've
Oh,
never heard of that.
we've misunderstood each other here. That's what's happened. You said that it was a series of unfortunate events, and I went, great film. And of course, you
Oh.
were speaking about the film premiere that you were at. I meant a
Yes,
series
George.
of unfortunate events. Have you seen that film
Right. No,
with
I've not.
Jim Carrey? Good film. Very much enjoy. Many much my childhood. Have you read the books? I
Wow.
doubt it. There's 12 books, I believe.
George,
They're good.
do you want me
And
to tell you a fun fact about me reading books?
you can't do it.
I've not read a book since year 8, and on this trip with Andrew and Maisie, who are both in the reading eras, they kept making fun of me. So I went into Barnes and Noble in LA, and I came out with The Diary of a
For
Wimpy
the
Kid.
second time. Oh, I saw the story of you with
Yeah.
that. What
Yeah,
was
I was reading
was
it.
that just sort of where your mental age was still at? It sort of picked up where it left off, or what
100%.
was the
The worst thing is, we looked at other books, and Andrew was like, "You love the Hunger Games. Maybe you could read the Hunger Games." And I
but seen it?
genuinely was like, "I don't." Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
that's what I
Whereas
don't
I
get.
don't know
Is
what
when people are like,
happens.
"Oh, but the books are better. You can use your imagination." Oh, I don't have to have all the stress of that if I'm just watching Harry. Actually,
Also,
just watching
time
Harold Potts.
efficiency. Time efficiency. Watching an hour and a half. How long would it take me to fucking read that, bro?
This is my point as well. That's my main thing with books. Everyone's like, yeah, but you can have your whole okay, I get it. Imagination is fun. I do enjoy imagination. Trust me. But you watch an hour and a half, 2 hour Harry Potter film, and you're like, blown away. Nice. Let's move on to the next one. 2 hours into the Harold Potter book, you've just got to the bit where I don't know. It's chapter 2. Dumbledore's just been introduced. I'm like, cool. Oh, well, we just put the sorting hat on Harry's head, have you? I knew he was Gryffindor 3 films ago, mate.
Innit? Snooze fest, Brev. Like, what's going on, Brev?
Oh,
It's
but this
boring.
one says that the sorting hat is really grumpy and it's leathery and you can imagine it in your brain.
All right,
I
cool.
I can't wait till one day we both release books.
No, but Max, what's so funny is you wouldn't get it if you hadn't read the book. In Goblet of Fire, when Dumbledore asks Harry if he put his name in the Goblet of Fire, he says calmly, "Harry, did you put your name in the?" But in the film, he runs at him. It's great. It's really great, and for that reason, you should sit through, what is it, 9 books worth.
Brev, too much Brev. Well, that's why I'm reading Diary of a Wimpy Kid currently, and I love it because on every page it's the latest edition that's just been brought out. And when I went to the checking counter to buy it, the woman behind the thing was like, "Oh my gosh, like I love your interviews. Like I find you really inspiring. I'm studying journalism. Like I just think like you're so well researched when you interview people. It's so amazing." And then I slowly slid the Diary of a Wimpy Kid edition 20 Party Pooper
There's
across
20
the
editions
desk.
now.
This is officially the 20th book.
Okay,
And
this
then
is
she
the
said
one
to me-
instance where I'll allow you to read the books and not watch the films, because there's only, what is there, 3 films, and then they change the actors
Yeah.
or some shit. Did they do that with the Diary of the Wimpy Kid? Did they change the actor?
I hope not.
I think
would
they
hope
have.
not.
I think they did. I think they made a new version of
That's a disgrace.
of the first film with
That's
a
not
whole
my Greg
new.
Heffley.
More importantly, not my Roderick.
100% agree. Hard agree, Brev.
Sorry, continue.
That's it. And then I slid the book across the desk, and then she went, "Oh, is this for you, or is this a present for someone?" I went, "No, it's for me. It's for me. Thank you. I am said party pooper." So yeah, great times. What else happened? Went to the Stranger Things LA premiere, which was very interesting. Going to
premiere, very French.
Going to La Premiere.
Nice.
And it was La Premiere held in the Chinese, what's it called? The Chinese
Chinatown.
like something? I can't remember. It's
Chinese,
the Chinese theater in LA.
Chinese Institute.
Yes, something like
that. The Chinese Embassy.
Yes, it was held in the Chinese Embassy in LA. And that was fascinating, being at an LA premiere. Like, I've never obviously been to one before. And it was very like glitz, glam, crazy Hollywood vibes. That was really cool. And do you know what the wildest thing about America is? Obviously, we've got Soho House
They
here.
say sidewalk.
That is true. That's actually that's a great point.
They do. That is crazy.
That is crazy. We've got Soho House. They also have Soho House, except their memberships are way harder to get than ours. So probably someone like me would not be able to get a Soho House membership in America. Or maybe I could. Who knows? I don't know. I don't want to put myself down.
No, Max,
but
you could.
Probably not.
You're global, pal. And whenever you enter If I reckon even if you entered a random Barnes and Noble in LA, you would get noticed for your interviewing style and prowess. And I think for that reason alone, you deserve to get yourself into Soho House. Question: was
Yeah.
Soho House originated from English London Soho?
Yes, it started
Why
in
has it
Soho.
gone global, and why do they name them all Soho House?
I don't actually know. The company's called Soho House, but they are all called like Such a Thing House. So
I've never seen such a thing house.
Oh, shut up. Anyway, after the Stranger Things premiere, we met up with my friend Bowman, who also does content. Shout out to Bowman, absolute legend. Me, him,
Bowman?
and Andrew are
Ollie?
like, oh, let's go for a drink. No, he's
Bowman.
called Bowman. First name.
First name Robin, last name Hood. The finest Bowman in all the land.
Oh my god. So we're there at the we go to the Soho House. Who walks in but half the cast of Stranger Things and the directors, creators, everyone who we'd just seen at the premiere. I naturally, obviously, I'm like, mouth agape. This is so cool. What absolute big fat legends. Millie Bobby Brown's there. And obviously, my most
Millie
viral
Bobby.
interview
Of course.
is with Millie Bobby Brown.
Millie
But
Bobby Brown.
so Andrew's going like, oh, Max, you should go over. You should go over. And me being me, I'm like, no, she won't remember me. Will
That
she?
is
Will she
not you
remember me?
being you.
No.
That is you
Oh
being
my
someone
God.
else.
Because you know exactly what I'm like, George. So I was like, no, I could never. That's just not in my character. I would never do such a thing. You know me.
Of course.
So no, the whole night we're sat there and Andrew's like, oh, just go. And I'm like, no, like if she doesn't remember me, which the chances are slim because she does a million interviews every time she does a project, I
That's
will
a lot
literally
of
shoot
interviews.
myself.
I
Like,
wasn't aware it was that much.
that is a lot of interviews. Yeah, she does a million, exactly. So we wait there the whole night, drinking, having a good time, whatever, just chilling. And then at the end, they all start to walk out, and I'm like, okay, cool, like just be cool. Millie Bobby Brown walks past our table, and she comes over and she goes, bitch. She goes, I remember you, bitch. And I'm there like, what is happening
She
right
called
now?
you a
She's like,
bitch.
you did
Cancel
an
her.
amazing interview with me. We went so viral. Oh, were you there tonight? Did you enjoy it? I was like, Millie Bobby Brown, this is an incredible moment. You don't even realize what you're doing for me. But obviously, naturally, I just acted really cool. I was like, yeah, bitch. Whoa, Stranger Things was so good. I was like, yeah, whoa, so chill. I'm so cool right now. Cool, calm, and collected. This is really normal. Yeah. She
Slay
was
boots,
so
Millie
lovely.
Bobby. Honest,
It was
that's actually very cool.
Millie Bobby the House Down boots. Millie Bobby the House Down Brown. So I was just living basically and very excited, and she was so lovely. And I'm interviewing her tomorrow as well, or the day after.
Are you? For
Can't
what?
remember.
For whom?
For Stranger Things, but UK now.
Oh, you're gonna
I'm
have
doing the premiere.
the best time ever because she's gonna be all bitch and you're gonna be all Bobby.
Imagine she doesn't remember me now. Even though I saw her last week, imagine she's like, what? Oh,
No, but
I'd shoot
imagine
myself.
though that actually imagine because
Right.
you're now going into this. You're now going into this interview thinking she's going to know who we are. We're going to have the best time ever.
No.
Easiest
Oh my God,
interview
I can't.
ever. If you
No, I
go in and
can't.
she goes, sorry,
Nice to meet you. My name's Millie Bobby Brown.
Oh,
Millie Bobby
no.
Brown. Lovely to meet you.
what would,
I'll
you'd be all what?
cry.
You'd be all what the freak?
I would cry. But my queen would never. I won't even go in expecting her to have remembered. I'll just be normal. I'll let her take the lead.
What would you do
like I
if
did
you?
at Soho House?
What would you do if you walked in and you said, "Remember me?" and she replied with a Millie Bobby frown?
Oh my God. I would Millie Bobby the house down. Oh God. Do you know what? I think that this is a perfect place to wrap this episode. I think that we've absolutely smashed it out
I
of the
think it's a
park.
great place to wrap this episode as well. I'll lay the beat. You do it.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Useless Hotline. Useless Hotline. If you can remember to get your Australian tickets, then do it. We're going to Brisbane, Perth, Melbourne, and Sydney. I think that's right. I hope I didn't misspeak.
But not Adelaide. Fuck you, Adelaide.
Everyone keeps saying, please come to Adelaide. And guess what, bitch? We're fucking ignoring. No, we have
Oh,
no control over this. We
People
don't-
keep saying, come to Adelaide. Last thing we're going to do is add another date. Oh, and full stop. Unfortunately, the dates have been set in stone. If you're in Adelaide and you want to come, you're going to have to either go to one of the Australia dates or London or Newcastle. So
if every date massively sold out, they might the promotion company might be like, oh, let's add one there. But the chances are slim, guys. I'm not going to lie. Like, we don't live in
Yeah,
Australia. We
so-
don't even know what's going to happen.
Adelaideans or Adelites, I don't know what you're called, sell out all the other shows.
Adelaides.
Don't go to them, and then maybe you'll get one in Adelaide. But that is also
Hell yeah.
completely just not even based on any evidence or that's complete guesswork.
Oh my God. If you enjoyed this episode, what can they do, George? Tell them.
Go fuck yourself, Adelaide. No, you can. You can. If you enjoyed this episode, you can, if you're watching, like and subscribe. Remember to ring that notification bell so you're notified every time we upload. If you're listening, give us a 5-star rating. Listen to us on the go, just for a little giggle or something. I don't know. And of course, our job is actually to help you with dilemmas. But
Maybe next week.
yeah, none of your dilemmas are even worth it currently, pal.
Oh, I got a girlfriend and I don't know if I still want my girlfriend. Or give us a better one about poo or something. That's what we're looking for.
Innit? Come on. Tell us. And if you're from Adelaide, go fuck yourself. So sorry. No, I'm joking. Adelaide is actually one of the only places I've been to in Australia, and I absolutely loved it. I'm so sorry, Adelaide. We're only joking. Love you. But thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Love, peace, and checkers, Adelaide.
Adelaide.